Do you feel yourself of having ethical responsibility to your audience?
I really do, man. I consider, and by the way, make sure I don't talk too long because I want to make sure you guys, if anybody has any questions to ask me, I want to make sure we have room for that. But we do have a tremendous, well, first of all, spiritual responsibility, I believe, to the audience because, someone hands you, $1 billion and they say, you have to spend this in a way that really lifts people up and really, you kind of want to know, well, what do you want me to do with this? Because, you gave it to me. And so that's kind of the way I look at my music is that God gave it to me, so I want to know, what do you want me to do with it? And that responsibility kind of is to him, but it's ultimately to the people. And I think of, there's a musician in Nigeria, and I don't even know his name. Maybe nobody does, but he's blind, and he has never made a record, never done a paying concert or whatever. But he gets up every morning, this blind man, he has like 10 children. He wakes up every morning, he goes to the marketplace, the center of town, and he plays. He plays this instrument and sings for the people. And then he comes home, and the people, give him money, and that's how he makes his living. And I think about him a lot because I'm like, that's really it. That at the end of the day, all the business that you guys are learning, the infrastructure, all the technology, all the technique, all of that, at the end of the day, it's about what that guy is doing. He is a servant of the people. Now, how many artists do you think of who that word just jumps out? Servant, not a lot, because really I think it's kind of flipped around to where artists feel like somehow, they're special in the sense that they need to be served all the time. But it's really not that. And when you hear, for instance, a Bonnie Raitt, somebody that I really consider to be, a servant of the people, it washes over you in a different way. James Taylor. I mean, there's a lot of artists I can name that I feel their heart is to bring joy to the people and to communicate something of beauty. And again, in my case, something that God gave me to communicate, which is the ultimate beauty.